Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Motorsport Manager. We're still in our first season of the World Motorsport Championship, but we've only got 3 races left. As of right now, we're a little bit short on the budget. We need $6 million as of current cost per race. We've only got $5 million. I think we have some more sponsors coming up. We have one that we're about to pick up here in a moment. Which this one will really tell us if we are going to be short or not. So we'll find out. Let's see here. What's going on? We got some results from our last race coming in. Car condition. Looks like the car is going to be okay. We'll go ahead and accept interview. Signing up his clients. We may look into it someday. Get a little bit of morale with Siri here. Who, all right, whatever. It's a safe way to say it that we probably won't actually go after, but I'm not going to worry about it. Cool. All right, so that's that. And we have 10 days until the next race. There is our car repairs finished. So let's go check out our car real quick because I want to make sure we are improving these parts as much as humanly possible. We got 28 days until we completely max out all of these parts. Now, I don't think we're building any more parts at this point, are we? I mean, we could. No, we can't. We don't have enough money. These are the parts we got. This is what it is. And we do have these legendary parts. So legendary gearbox, which is really going to help us out for next season. I'm really hoping. So we'll keep improving that part for sure. A lot of these other ones as well. I mean, it may be better for me to just start dropping off some of the ones that are like not the best of the best parts, maybe. Like if I dropped you off, and you off, then we're only 15 days after race to get at least these top parts finished, which might be a better idea, just so at least our best parts carry over. And then if we still have time, we can always plug in the other ones after that. Yeah, let's try that. We'll see how that looks. So we'll go ahead and go through here. Spec gearboxes. I think we kind of want to say no to spec gearboxes because that's actually one of the things that we have the best of. So we're going to vote against. I don't have any extra voting power, so we'll just say vote against. And I think that's enough votes for against that we're not going to get this. Yep, there we go. We're good. We're good. All right, we're still in 8th place, which is better than our 9th place desired finish. We've rejected that. We got 2 sponsors so far. We need at least one more. I say at least one more. There's only going to be one more. We need one more to be able to finish that off. Engine cooling system. Uh-oh. We found a leak in Shin's engine cooling system. The parts reliability will be out of the window if we can't fix it. What should we... Oh, what? Minus 50 reliability. Oh, wow. Does that mean, can we just like get it back up again, I guess? And we do have 7 days. I'm going to say don't worry about it. I'm hoping this will work, that we can just come over here to the car, improve parts, find her engine. Yep, there it is. Get rid of all these other parts and just max that out real quick. Okay, now we're gonna get enough reliability. It's unfortunately it's going to slow this down, but that can't be helped. All right, so what we got here? Ride handling facility. Yeah, I would love to get a ride handling facility. We just don't have the money for that right now. How are we looking on the engine now? 53% getting there, so we're gonna be fine. All right, 3 offers available. Oh wow, I mean, 6.5 million up front would solve all of our problems right about now. That's a lot of money. We only really need 1 million though. So this one right here is, what's this coming out to? About, I'm going to round up just because I'm lazy. 200,000 per race. So that's 1.6, 2.0. No, this is way more. This is significantly more. Yeah, we're definitely taking the upfront. This is excellent for us. Well, we're covered for the rest of the year as far as that's concerned. Let's make sure we are, in fact, maxed out here. I thought we were. We are. And we technically could squeeze in another part. I don't know if another part would get improved in time is the problem. But we technically have enough money for another part. We could also start a HQ job at this point. Because we only need 6 mil. So we got 5.4 mil to start something with an HQ thing, which is not a lot. I mean, simulator is the closest. But that kind of puts us back down to not enough money. Scouting facility. I've been kind of staying away from the scouting facility for various reasons. Handling Development Center. That might be all right. That's right at 5 mil. Leaves us with just enough money. You know what? I like it. I mean, I don't think we have time to improve a part in time right now, but this will get us up to great suspension, which will definitely help us next year. Leaves us just enough money to get to the end of the year. Now, that's assuming we don't have to get any more pit crew, which we might. Oh, well. If we do, we do. All right. Where are we at on the car? We're still at 54%. I can't remember if I've advanced since I looked at it. Like, yeah, we are. 53%. So we'll advance a little bit and then be able to put it back into the performance side of things. We'll just go to the race. That's going to be fine. That way it's completely maxed back out again. We don't have to worry about it anymore. Well, I say maxed out. 87%. Close enough. So we can now come back over on this side of things. We'll go ahead and plug in a lot of these parts because they might as well get a little bit of reliability. There's no reason not to. We'll get the other engine in there. That's fine. We'll get those. And we'll grab those suspension. We'll get a little trickle. It's not much, but it's something. And we're 22 days past. We should still be able to get these improved before the end of the year. So I think that's going to be okay. There's no reason swapping these would be any better, is there? Ever so slightly slower on the performance side. But actually pretty significant increase on that side. But now we're fine this way. Performance is what we care about at this point in the season. All right. Now we'll go 12th or above. I mean, getting this 250,000 will definitely help us pay for any potential pit crew that we have to satisfy along the way. We'll go ahead and auto pick both these. I think that's fine. And parts, I don't think anything needs to change. Well, if we want to change for the race itself. Engine, suspension, and rear wing. Engine is identical. Suspension is... rear wing, I think, is probably identical as well. Basically. I mean, just to say. And then suspension would be the only other difference, which will give you the better one there. And then... everything else is basically... you know, more or less the same, other than, of course, the legendary gearbox that we have. I think that's the first legendary I've ever made on any of the seasons. Can't remember, but I think it is. I think I've made epics quite a few times, but I don't know that I've gone all the way up to the legendary before. We'll see how much of a difference that makes for us next year. I don't remember this track. Have we done this track before? We had to, right? Maybe? No. This is the first season, and there's this tournament, so it's possible we didn't see this one in the lower tiers. So yeah, this might be a new track for us. All right, come on, let's go. Alrighty, we'll go ahead and grab you two. Car setup, change setup, load setup. I'm assuming we don't have a Brazil in here. Now we do. We have a Rio Track B. Interesting. We only have one of those. Well, then you'll both go ahead and pick up Rio Track B for now, and hopefully that gets us in the ballpark. I don't know. Different tires is probably okay for the moment. And then we'll change you to Rio Track B as well. That'll work. All right, take practice for sure. Gotta lock these in. Go 2D, send out. What kind of stint are you doing? You're doing qualifying. That's probably okay. And then send you out. You're doing qualifying as well. Yeah, we'll go ahead and lock into qualifying. That's going to be fine. All right, and they're off. All right, let's go and bring you both back in. They're getting some good feedback already. That's good to see. You know, I mean, it's in the ballpark at least. Obviously, we could do much better. Let's go ahead and just start with downforce, I guess. Go a little bit of a distance on that. Do something like that. Maybe something to that effect, maybe. A little bit farther on the downforce and stuff. Maybe not quite as far in the handling. We'll see. All right, and then you over here. At least got a couple greats on your side of things. 90%. I mean, it's it's not great, but we're getting there. Again, we'll do kind of a bit further on the downforce. Try not to do quite as much on the these things. We'll try something like that. And they're off. Well, about to be. I'm going to go ahead and bring you guys back in real quick. All right, we got an excellent and a couple greats. That's great. That's really good. 97%. We could actually live with 97% if that was the best we got. But we know we can do better. So we went from good to great. So we know that needs to go just a little further that direction. And then from great to great. I wonder if it's in the middle there somewhere. Let's try something like that. And then you, all greats. Helps a little bit. So we went from good to great. So just a smidge more on the downforce. And then good to great on the speed. I think that's too much on the speed. There we go, something like that. Small changes. All right. Honestly, we don't have to go. I usually go 2 laps because reasons, but we don't have to. They know real fast. All right. Well, we're going to send you guys back out to finish off your stints and hopefully get us completely maxed out here. Good stuff, guys. Now we'll just let them run out so we can get all the, you know, the qualifying trim and all that stuff completely maxed out. I think that's the fastest I've ever gotten to 3 excellence. That's impressive. All right, so that's all done. They are coming back in. We'll send them out for race trim here in a moment. All right, send out. And stints will be race trim. Race trim. In fact, just stay out there as many laps as you can. There's no point in coming back in. Your tires are a little bit low, but probably going to be okay. And then send you out race trim. Again, we'll just max it out. That's going to be fine. All right. And we'll just see if they can go as much of the rest of the race as possible. I mean, their tires are probably going to get low, but whatever. Hopefully we get the Ultra maxed out here. If we get the Ultra maxed out, we'll bring him back in. And possibly swap tires around one more time. It's going to be tight. May not matter, but we'll go ahead and bring you back in. I don't know that we're going to get the race trim up where I want it to be. All right, let's go ahead and send you out on some super softs, I guess. It's going to be close. I mean, they're going up pretty fast, but I don't think we're going to quite get the race trim 3. Nope, not quite. Not even super soft 3 either. That's unfortunate. Oh well, we came close. I think the qualifying one's probably slightly more important because we always use the qualifying trim. We occasionally use the race trim. It's not usually as important. All right, cool. Qualifying, I mean, all we need is 12th or above just to get some money. It's all we need. Really? That is the dumbest auto pick I've seen. I mean, really? Let's do those two, I guess. I don't know if you're actually going to use your ultra softs, but whatever. Simulate. Come on, just need 12th or higher. Come on. 12th or higher. Come on. It's not quite there. We're above the elimination threshold, but not quite fast enough. Still got at least one more session that we can try and get up there. Come on, guys. I don't care if you get eliminated here. Just get above 12th. Don't think it's going to happen. Did we hell into it? Maybe? I think we got it. Yeah, we got eliminated, but we are 11th. That gets us our money. That's all we needed. It's actually going to start raining here. Alrighty, well, that was alright. I mean, like I said, all we needed was the money. That's all we care about at this point, so the money. Actually placing in the races is much more secondary. Looks like it's going to be mostly cloudy / sunny, so I don't see any rain on the horizon. Not saying there won't be, but it seems a little bit unlikely. We'll go ahead and keep taking our nurse. It seems to be the best thing for us. And then you'll just take, I guess, race trim and nurse. And all that's good. All that's good. I guess we give you we can't give you ultras. That's fine. It'll actually help stagger the pits a bit anyway. All right, and they're off. Come on, Chi. Just stay 12th or above. That's all we need. So we got a 28 lap race. I mean, might be argument to have. Well, we don't have enough fuel for only one pit, so we are still going to need 2 pits no matter what we do. So I think the ultras are still okay. Because we could easily swap to softs if we need to. Drop down the tires a little bit. They're getting hot real fast. It's a relatively warm day out, I guess. It's not hot by Texas weather, but it's a warm day by, I guess, general sense. All right, so you are getting pretty hot. Go ahead and conserve you both just to bring it back down a little bit. We'll keep the fuel going a little bit hard because I have a feeling you're definitely going to... I mean, you are going to go through your tires way faster than your fuel anyway. You probably will. It might be a little closer, obviously, for you. All right, temperature's coming down a little bit better. It's good to see both drivers currently are above the sponsor objective, so that's a good start. Just kind of settle in. I mean, I think burning the fuel pretty heavy is okay. We could even go a little bit faster, but I think this is fine. We're actually about halfway through the tire and about halfway through the fuel. Go ahead and bump you up to overtake. I think you do need to burn your fuel a little bit faster. Go ahead and go up to neutral on the tires since it is starting to get a little bit cooler. Up to 6th place. That's impressive. And a couple guys around us are pitting. I mean, we're going to have to pit soon as well. It's not necessarily saying much. But it feels good for a moment to be 2nd place. I think we're still good pushing the fuel a little bit heavy right now. I mean, you might be able to stretch it out if we slowed it down a little bit. You know, we'll go ahead and slow it down just a bit. Just to see how far you can stretch it. Alright, we're technically in 1st place right now. We'll probably need to pit after this. Our tire's going to be too weak after this. So we cross now. We need to go ahead and schedule our pit. Do we come back out on Ultras? We're going to have 20 laps remaining. So if we do 1 lap of Ultras, that's going to be about, what? 8 laps that we're going to get out of it. So that will leave 12 laps remaining, which will have enough fuel to be able to do that. We can switch to one of these. Maybe. Might work. Most of the other people came back out on Super Softs, though. You know what? I think we'll be fine with the Super Softs. Just to make sure we can push the tires a little bit more if we need to. We'll go ahead and fill up on the fuel just to max that out. All of this looks great. And we're going to get pushed back pretty far in the pits, or in the rankings. But it is what it is. Looks like Lau can go for a couple more laps before he has to pit. We have any rain on the horizon? No. Looks like we're going to have a rain-free race, so that's somewhat helpful. Sometimes the rain, you know, if you do the strategy right, can help you out, but I don't think that will be the case here. All right, Lau needs to pit after this. Oh, we are going to get a safety car. No, you're not going to pit. You should go ahead and pit now. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and bring you back out in Super Softs. That's fine. And go ahead and fill you up on fuel. That's okay. That's fine. I think this will all work. I mean, there's no reason to pit you. You just pit. If anything, this helps get you back into the race a little bit better. So this is still a help for her since she just pit, because she's going to be able to get back in the mix of things. We don't need to be going quite so crazy on the stuff, though. A lot of people pitting. In fact, I mean, everybody else is going back up low. We'll just do that for now as well. All right, so she's catching up. I mean, she's still going to be behind everybody. And everybody did just pit, so that part doesn't help her so much. But she's at least back in the mix of things. She's a little closer to the 1st place people. Wow, a couple of people crashed. That's crazy. Our tire's going to be really cold coming out of this. I mean, presumably everybody else's tire is going to be pretty low as well. I mean, I don't know if you actually tagging is going to make your tires any hotter. I mean, you can start wiggling around in this very slow movement, maybe. I doubt it. I mean, sometimes you see in like actual races them moving back and forth to try and keep some warmth into their tires. I have my doubts that they're actually going to do anything here. Maybe it's starting to come back a little bit over here. It's hard to tell. All right, so you are heading to the garage. As soon as we see everybody else trigger, we will need to bump ours up as well. Right there. I mean, this is interesting. I mean, this could help us out a lot. We know, who knows? We'll see. You're starting to get up in heat again. Lau can push a little bit more, I think. I'm going to drop you down to high for now on the engines. Alright, it's going to bring you back down to neutral as well. Actually, probably should bring you both back down to conserve just to get the heat out of those tires. They're getting a little bit hot. We're going to need one more pit before the end of this race. Barely, because of the way the pace car kind of set us up. You know, we didn't burn a whole lot of fuel and a whole lot of tires during that space, but still going to need some. I'm just going to bring you back down to medium, see if we stretch out your fuel a little bit longer. Although, do we really need to? I mean, you're going to have plenty of fuel for this last little bit. Thankfully, both our cars are currently above the sponsor, so that's good. There's a lot of cars around us that are going to have to pit. I mean, we're going to have to pit again as well eventually, so hopefully when we get back out of our pit, we can get back where we need to be. Ten laps to go. We only have like 5 or 6 laps left by the time we come out of the pit stop. Another crash. Wow. That's crazy. I mean, this one's not a pace car crash, but goodness, still. All the crashes. Alright, so you are going to need to pit here. So do I just bring you back out on ultras? It's only going to be a few laps left. I mean, it's not a significant difference, and there is a lot of stuff on the track. But why not? If it gives us any edge at all. There's going to be 8 laps remaining when we come out. Let's give you 9 laps. Not a full setup. We're going to come out in 14th place, which is not great, but not much else we can do about it. She's trying to pass somebody there. She's about to pit, though, so it's not going to matter. All right, let's go push and overtake. We've got a lot of fuel. Lau needs to pit here, and you're going to come out on... Can't quite do ultras. We'll come back out on super softs. And you're going to have 7 laps remaining. Go a little bit more. Looks like you might come out in 11th place. That would be amazing. We can pull that off. Still a few people that need to pit, so we may be okay. I mean, we are 9th with Lau. That's actually really awesome. That's really good. I think we can suffer a little bit more heat on the tires, even if we burn them up a little bit. We don't want to go crazy hot, because then we start, losing stuff, but a little bit hot I think is going to be okay. Maybe keep it on the neutral a bit longer than normal. Another crash. Wow. all the crashes in this race. Yeah, we're starting a little harder than I would like, actually. Bring it back a little bit. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. You got this. Both of us are above sponsor objective as of right now, so that's comforting. Lau has a long ways to drop if he's going to drop out of sponsor objective. So I think we've at least got the sponsor thing locked in. Short of a crash, which obviously we've seen 4 crashes so far. So it's definitely a possibility. Got to keep an eye on the excess fuel. Make sure we don't lose that here in a moment. Okay, when we cross the line here, we will have, what, 2 laps left? No, 3 laps left. 26, 27, 28. So we're just above. So no, we're going to go ahead and drop down to high for now. We don't have that much left excess fuel at the moment. All right, you can actually come up to neutral on your tires. I think same for you as well. We'll have 2 laps when we cross the line. There's barely any excess fuel. I mean, we're dropping a little bit with Lau. I mean, we didn't stay in 5th place, which I'm not surprised. But we should be fine overall. 9th place for Chi. 1 lap when we cross the line. Let's see the fuel. Okay, you're going to be great. You are going to be barely fine. Okay, I was going to say, as soon as we see it drop, we'll drop you down to yellow, which will be fine. We'll just leave you on yellow. You're going to be fine. You're going to finish up 9th or 10th. Not a big deal. It's really Lau that's the one we care about the most at this point, because he's going to finish in 6th, which is awesome. Yeah, getting sponsor objective for both qualifying and the race really helps us out a lot, because I have a feeling we're going to need at least one more pit crew, maybe a couple, and getting that little bit extra money will make things a lot nicer, since we did spend all that money on the headquarters. It was a pretty good race. I mean, considering we're still not got amazing cars yet. I mean, we're still a long ways to go before we really are competitive. But I think we had a pretty good race there. How did I get a 10-second penalty? I must have done something, I must have bumped somebody and not realized it. Maybe I was one of the causes for one of the crashes. That's a shame. All right, well, we are still in 8th place. I mean, again, these scores are, I don't know. I'm not exactly sure how they come up with the scores when all of our points are 0, but I'm sure they use the placing in races somehow. Or I suppose it could just be alphabetical. I doubt that, though. Do we not get our sponsor money? Why? So we are getting sponsor money. It's still $2 million even with sponsor money, really? Or do we get the sponsor money immediately? I don't know that we did. Okay, well, this is going to be tight as far as overall how much money we have left. We may go barely negative. Which obviously that's not good. Oh, our cost of race went up a little bit. All right, we may have to drop it down for these last 2 races, unfortunately. Yeah, we're just to be safe, we're going to have to drop it down a little bit, especially since I see some of the pit crew starting to come up. Oh, let's not check this yet. That will be next time. All right, we're going to go to put a cut in here. When we come back, we will do 1 more race. We got 2 more races left to go. I do appreciate you watching, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye.